Wow, what a great way to start.
This is the mic test.
That was the mic test. Make sure you get the best seats. How is everyone doing today? Are we good? So good. Kimmy is good. I tell you what, Austin Gerland, I think you need to get up here. Because you were very
an award for you?
the best dressed.
Does anybody have any sunglasses I could borrow?
Does anyone want to think that they have a better dress than this? Anyone? No. Okay. I think you win. I think you
The
win.
Sofia Vergara Award for most sparkly.
Most
Yes.
sparkly.
Yes,
Yeah.
most sparkly.
So cool. Thanks, Austin.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to Showcases. Don't you just love the music? The music is fun. It is exciting. We have popcorn. We have lots of films. We have lots of interviews. We have lots of excitement. What else
Yeah.
do we have, Caleb?
We have some empty seats in the front row down here, so if you're looking for a good spot, you should come in the front row.
There is empty seats in the front row.
Norman's
so
getting them ready for you guys.
It's not like Disneyland.
This is
where
almost
you
the lounge
sit in the front
section.
row.
Disneyland.
Just,
And you get
Beautiful.
sprayed with water. That
That's
doesn't
it,
happen.
that's it.
That doesn't happen. Hey, if anyone actually wants front row seats, I know no one ever
Wow,
wants
thank
to
you,
sit in the
Toby.
front row seats
Thank you.
at the
Thank
cinema.
you, Colton. Wow. Applause.
But what I will say
Best
is
seats
these
in
are
the
probably
house.
the worst seats that you'll get for today, and that's okay because you win.
Yeah.
Look at everyone moving forward. I
Wow.
love this so much.
Chase.
Hey, we probably should tell people about the suspension of the 10-second rule tonight.
Okay.
That's if you drop popcorn, you drop snacks on the floor, the 10-second rule doesn't apply today in this room right now because we just had Unleashed Chapel. It's been blessed. So if you drop something on the floor, you can pick it back up and eat it. It's totally fine today.
He just doesn't
Just so you
want
know.
anyone to
There's
clean it up.
definitely holy tears on the floor, so I'm sure it will be fine. It will be fine. So cool. Well, guys, we are going to get pretty much straight into today, and we hope that you guys enjoy both the hard work and the excitement that has happened within our film and TV streams. Put your hand up if you watch film and TV. And then also within our creative director third years. So exciting. But before we do, we're going to pray. Right? We're going to pray and we're going to commit the next couple of hours to God and glorify Him. And I think there is no one better to pray than Pastor Caleb Krause himself.
Yeah, Caleb.
Awesome. Well, we should all pray together, right? We just did this? All right. Father God, thank you so much for this day, God, for this night, for this chance we get to just celebrate the hard work that our creative students have poured in, God, over this semester, God. I pray that you would just be glorified today, God, that you would touch our hearts and our lives through the films, through the presentations we're going to watch, and that at the end of the day, God, you would be glorified in all that we do and we say and everything that's done tonight. And everybody said, Amen.
Amen. Tell us what's happening, Caleb.
May, what are we doing?
Do it.
Oh, what are we going to do?
Yes, what's next?
Okay, well, what's next is we are going to be watching some of our film and TV stream films.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about the first two?
Sure. So we're going to start off with two films from some of our first year, second semester students. We have Blueberry Takeout by Jesse Jars.
Blueberry Takeout.
And a testimony from one of our dearly beloved friends in film and TV who's in degree now, AK,
Yes, AK.
which has been edited together by Will. And then we also have another film that I can't pronounce.
It's
Moron.
Maganda Miranda.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean?
So that's actually my film. It's Maganda Miranda means beautiful brown skin in Tagalog for Filipino. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoy.
Awesome. Well, are you ready? Directors in the back, take it away.
It's very impressive, but how he did it, Skip, and I've watched Steph enough. Guys like Steph, you can't let them hit them shots like that early. Because if you let 2 or 3 go in, well, you might as well just okay, let's just try to do what we can, brace for this storm. Let's just batten down the hatches, Skip, because it's coming. You can't let that guy. No. Because he's shooting from that distance, and he sees 3 go in a row. It's over.
He set up the game.
Hey, Tracy.
Good morning, Dad. How are you?
It's going well. How's your morning?
Yeah, no, I'm good, thank you. Just getting ready to go to work today. Do you have a busy day ahead of you?
As always, I'm just finishing up my coffee and muffin, and I'll be back to work soon.
Of course you're eating a muffin, Dad.
They're so good. I would be honestly happy eating muffins for the rest of my life.
No, be careful what you wish for. Speaking of eating, what would you like for dinner tonight?
Oh, a Big Mac with fries and Coke, please.
Yeah, perfect. I'll pick it up on the way after the gym.
Thanks, love.
Are you excited for the game tonight?
Yes, I most certainly am.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Anyways, Dad, I have to run now. I'll see you later tonight.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye for now.
Hi.
Hey!
Thank you.
Just carry on there, I'm gonna just save my work.
Yeah, cool.
Chips in this series, Anthony Davis has to take a tough shot, well defended by Draymond.
Food's on the
Green.
counter. Hurry. Game's about to start.
Obviously, both teams would love to get the win tonight and give it a little extra time to heal and prepare for their opponent.
Let's go!
Gets inside and gets the bucket.
From him tonight to be able to score enough to win.
Schroeder.
And again!
Well, a big flush down the other end.
And that's a welcome sight for Laker fans.
What in the world? What did you do to my burger?
What do you mean, what did I do to you, Burger?
Exactly what I mean.
Stop, man. I'm watching the game.
Quit playing, Lee.
What are you on about?
This ain't the time to be playing pranks.
Playing pranks? Anybody playing pranks?
Then why is my burger tasting like blueberry muffin? What'd you do?
Maybe it's because you eat it all the time. Can you please sit down? I'm trying to watch the game.
A lot of that had to do with missing the 2 players. As Curry pulls back, but despite all
What?
this, as Draymond Green kicks
What do you mean, what?
and Bazemore from
A few moments later.
And now I'm not crazy. This is now the second time this has now happened.
Why are you getting so locked up?
Because I'm trying to eat my food here and watch a good game here.
Then do that.
I'm trying to, but you keep messing with my food.
What's wrong with that? Dad, what has gotten into you? If you don't like the burger, then just say so. After all, you were the one that said you can eat muffins for the rest of your life.
See, I knew it was you.
Whatever, you've got issues, man.
During my time at Hillsong, I studied film and TV. Even though I came to learn more technical things, I learned that God was working on me as a person. It was a starting point, I would say. There's a long way to go, but still I'm working in the spirit that as I was affected by the good thing when I was a child, I wanted to do something content, video content for those who are going to be on the other side of the screen. I am currently studying degree at Hillsong College, which is phenomenal, and I encourage everyone to do it. It have created me this opportunity to have hands-on things, train, but the most of all, I love the job. It's crazy. I love Sunday service. The conferences, it was the best thing. Imagine, who would have thought a boy who's watching a television in Africa, watching Hillsong, would be here. My highlight in Film and TV stream would be these people, the people that you're surrounded by, it really shape you. So, man, I couldn't ask more. Coming to Australia was one of the best things I have ever done in my life, to be honest. Everyone I met here was very friendly, very kind people, especially the church community. I was looking for satisfaction, I was looking for success, I was looking for purpose in life and goal. But you know, everything relies on God. And when I came here and stand on this moment and look back, the only thing that stays in my heart is how good is God's faithfulness in our life. So God is always faithful. For any of you who want to pursue your purpose, go for it.
Alam mo, maganda ka sana eh. If you only had white skin.
I always loved the sun, but I was never allowed to go under it. My whole life, it's been, I'll be prettier if I had a pointy nose, a symmetrical face, slim legs.
Because you want to be whiter than white.
Alam mo, maganda ka sana eh. If you only had white skin.
Lighter skin.
Couldn't find my light. Were the titas grilling you about your life decisions too?
No, just the usual. Why don't you have a boyfriend? All that fun stuff.
Right. Is it so bad I don't want to be a nurse? I mean, photographers make decent money. Might not have my own 401k, but at least I'm my own boss.
Good morning, West Ride High. Raven here. Today, the weather is going to be sunny and hot, just like me.
Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. You will not believe what I just heard. You were nominated!
There's no way. Only the popular people get nominated.
Well, you were.
I'm telling you, it didn't happen. Speaking of prom,
Been waiting for your prom 2021 nominations. Everybody give it a drum roll, please. We have Lucy Kell, Senior, Nadine Lester, Junior, and Kat Aquino, Senior. Congratulations, ladies. Shine bright, girls.
Grabe, ang itim mo.
Is this thing on? The votes are in, and the 2021 prom queen is, drum roll please.
She probably only got nominated for the diversity.
Hey there, prom queen.
Lucy Kale won.
Damn, it's always the white girls. Hey, I have a shoot tomorrow afternoon. I think you should come.
Thanks, Ate, for the invite, but really, I don't feel
See you
like
tomorrow.
going.
Yes, queens. Okay, strike a different pose. Look like you love each other. Do something fun. Oh, girls take 5. Kitty. I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see you.
Yeah, me too.
Celeste, come meet my baby cousin. This is Kitty.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you're literally so beautiful. What the heck? Your skin is glowing.
She's a true Magandang Morena.
Magandang Morena?
Yeah, it's Filipino for beautiful brown skin. And it's this whole movement that celebrates our tan skin.
And that's you.
Yep. We'll be right back.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Absolutely stunning. Yes.
We are labeled and measured by a standard of beauty that has nothing to do with who we actually are and where we come from. Beauty comes in all shapes and forms. It's not defined by ads or social media, not by the pigment of my skin. I always loved the sun, and you know, I love the way my skin glistens in it.
I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your details. I can hear it in your voice, though you haven't said that much. Through an empty bar.
Wow, 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 wow. That was incredible.
Oh my goodness.
May, that was absolutely incredible. Can I just say, being a Filipino, to hear, just to hear Tagalog start off a short film was such, it was so good hearing that. It actually meant so much to me as a Filipino, so thank you for that. Shout out to the Manila Connect crew. I feel like, I feel like you guys, I saw those credits And I'm like, that's basically all of Manila Connect. So
just all over in that section.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Hey,
Thank you, May, for
stand up
that.
if you were in any of those 3 films. Just give us a quick up on your feet if you're here. A few of you guys, well done. Well done, everyone.
That was a lot of cameos. I loved it.
That really, really was.
It was like Avengers Endgame level of cameos.
Oh,
That's
my
pretty
goodness.
Much, yeah.
All right, guys. So that's our first section
incredible.
of
It
Film
was so
and
good.
TV. I'm so excited for the next 2 sections of Film and TV
Yes,
after that. I feel
yes,
like that's
yes.
it's a really hard thing to come after that.
Oh, no,
Like,
it was incredible. Like, you guys did so good. May, like, again, seriously, it was absolutely incredible. Shout out to you guys for that. We have
Creative director now.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Like what? So Norm,
me.
you obviously, I have a question for you
Oh,
because you have actually been in the classroom this semester with our creative directors, along with the incredible Chippo and Bree from the city. What I want to know is, what has been your highlight for this semester?
My highlight, and I bet Chippo and Bree would say the same thing, was me seeing students like JC, seeing students like Jess, and seeing basically all the students in our classes. I love, like JC, for example, him and his group would go to the rehearsal rooms and work on the song that they're working on. Jess would work in her group and kind of like do all these camera shoots and like video stuff. And just seeing you guys in your element, I think that was my highlight of this semester. It's just seeing them just create. That's what we're made to do. We're creatives. We're wired this way, right? I just loved seeing that. That was my highlight.
Love that so much. Love that. And do you know what? Before we actually talk through what we're going to see for our first projects, can everyone just turn around and wave at everyone everyone just stand if you're in the middle section. We actually have some of our creative directors as well joining us online, which is awesome. So welcome to all of you guys. But Norm, tell us. What are we doing? Like, what are we watching now? We have 5 presentations we're going to smash through.
We've got 5 creative director presentations. So we're going to start off with basically a documentary. Anybody here like super doco fans? I'm like, yes.
Some of us.
That YouTube black hole, it's a real place.
What is the documentary called?
The documentary is called Down to Business. And it's, I'll actually watch it.
In there.
Yeah, watch it in there and you'll find out what it's about.
Okay.
We've got an interview after that.
We do have an interview.
Which is going to be fun.
Yes.
It's basically the podcast crew that I absolutely love their podcast. It's going to be incredible. Shout out to you guys.
In for a treat.
And then we've got a few other videos after that. We've got an anthology of faithfulness, right?
Exciting.
We've got, this, I haven't seen this, but it looks fun. The Legends.
The Legends?
Yeah,
do you know what? I have to say something about The Legends. The Legends, this is a sneak peek behind, it's like a little sneak peek of a actual full-on episode that is going to be launched on the studios. So you guys are in for a treat when you get to see the sneak peek of the episode.
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek of the episode.
Are we doing kind of like that Marvel thing where we tease the trailer and then the trailer and then the episode?
That is exactly what it is. And what is the last thing? Because we are well over our clock right now.
Okay. And then the last thing is Here For You, which is a music video that is absolutely amazing. It's so fun. And so we'll go to those videos now. So hope that you guys enjoy these creative director videos. Plus that interview that we're doing.
Business shoot.
What do you want to score?
What happened to our title?
I mean, are we keeping that title?
No, we're not.
Can we start recording?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it?
What we're gonna call it? Interview 1. Angel.
So bored.
My name is Angelique Umeda, and I was a pastry chef back in my home country in Indonesia.
Who am I?
I'm sorry, I feel so funny being by the camera.
Okay, I'll start that over again.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Hannah. I am married to Nader Hannah, and I currently work at Hillsong College, helping with our master classes, and then I'm also a part-time florist, which I absolutely love and is a great avenue where I get to be creative.
My name's Aldrin. People like to call me Buzz. I am 31 years old. I'm a husband, a father, and a physio by trade. I'm also the owner and founder of Proform Physiotherapy.
My business is called Pretty in Pink Florals. I kind of like the 80s vibe. If anybody remembers the movie Pretty in Pink, I think that's kind of like an example of what my flowers sometimes look like. It's like an 80s vibe, and I absolutely love pink, so they're often wrapped in pink.
I'd say Proform Physiotherapy is a holistic, multidisciplinary health and wellness studio in the Hills. We are basically in the business of helping people. We exist to redefine the way that people receive healthcare. It goes on to elements of, considering people's thoughts and what are their beliefs, to what they eat, what are their habits, and trying to come up with a very comprehensive treatment plan that's going to work for them. But it's also going to be successful in helping them achieve better health.
Back in my hometown, I have a bakery shop called Jar of Flour. The thing that I love and the thing that keep me going is like every time I bake something and every time I make something, people happy and people blessed with it. That's what keep me going. Even though business and a pastry business and food business is really hard, it's really tiring, and it not really earn that much. But I love to have people feeling really blessed and thankful because I make them cake and I was part of their special day.
I feel like everything that I do, each time I make a bouquet or something, it's different each time. Always looking to make something and create something new and not something that is just the standard bouquet that you see, but that people can put their own uniqueness in their bouquet. And you can put a beautiful statement arrangement in someone's home that represents their personality.
I like to make an exclusive cake, which is like tiramisu, opera, like a mousse cake, cheesecake. I like to make it affordable and still make it a really good, in a really good quality. People see that, people realize that I put quality before profit. For me, food is meant to share. The chance to be able to share happiness and blessing, that was really special for me.
That we treat a wide variety of people that come through our door with different stories, different backgrounds, different ages and fitness levels, different aspirations, different dreams. A patient that's been coming to us for years, and she's quite the runner. She's a marathon runner. And one day she kind of popped in and revealed to us that she has cancer. And I was like, wow, this is definitely something we've never really dealt with. We normally deal with a fair bit of, a lot of fitness enthusiasts, and cancer is certainly outside of our realm of expertise. But you know what? She told me she wasn't there for our knowledge. She was actually there because she trusted our ability to, bring hope to her situation. The fact that we cared about what she cares about, which is running. And that to me was awesome, because it shows that it's more than what you know. It's about what you believe they can achieve, despite what everyone else is saying.
A dream of mine would be able to have a little storefront shop, and to be able to hire employees, and to have a cute little, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing shop for people to be able to buy their flowers at. I would absolutely love that.
I like to put people first before my own advantage. While doing business, I met a lot of people. Usually what I ask them, what is your budget? I'll make it happen.
So I certainly see plenty of lives changed. I definitely see the people in the business thriving as leaders. I see the business changing people's perspective on physio and health. It's inspiring.
people to want to make the right decisions that align with their goals and their values.
And one of the beautiful things about God is that everything that you create, even the things that you think, oh, why did I create that? That's so ugly. It's still of worth and it's still of value to God. I don't think there's anything that we can create that God looks at and thinks that's not beautiful.
Before I start my business, I was praying, God, what should I call and what is the reason in this business? And God gave me the story of the Sarafat widow. The prophet Elijah come to the Sarafat widow. The Sarafat widow only have a jar of flour and a bottle of oil. I use that name, jar of flour. It means that how hard it is. The flour never run empty.
I mean, anyone who's considering going into business, I'd like to consider, especially in our business, that your best business partner is the one who's in control of everything. And so if you're going to do business, just be prepared to trust, release control, go all in, and just know that God's got it all under control. Have a lot of faith that God's got the best in for you.
So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. So let's get down to business.
Anywhere? I'm going to sit here.
Can I sit here?
That was awesome. Hey,
She said anywhere.
Hey, we're going to invite
it's three,
up.
so,
Hey,
no.
what? Where
Isn't
are you going?
it 2 people coming up or 3 people?
Yeah, there's 2 people coming up.
Okay.
2. We're socially distanced.
Okay. Make sure.
Actually, I don't think we need to be anymore. Hey, we're going to invite up the incredible Chloe. And who else am I inviting up, says?
Delina.
Chloe and Delina. Sorry, guys, as you can tell, we're not professional at this, but that's okay because we're all friends, right? That's right. So cool. Well, welcome, ladies. Welcome. How are you?
I'm great.
I just know
Pretty
that you
good.
love being in front of people on a platform.
Hello. I don't really like it.
I feel so far away from you right now. This is like...
It's socially distanced though, so it's fine.
Hey, so we've actually brought them up because these guys, for their creative director project, actually created an incredible podcast, which some of you may have been blessed to have already found on Instagram and had the opportunity to potentially listen to some of the episodes that they have created. But what we thought would be really cool is to get them up, and we're just going to ask them a few questions around their podcast. And hopefully, yes, that is one of the photos that goes with it.
This is like one of my favorite photos in the world.
But before we kind of get into the questions, the summary that I have of your podcast says this. Embracing, so the podcast is called Raw Reality, and it is about embracing beauty from ashes to come together and create a space that brings light to darker areas of our lives, to normalize and break the stigma around mental illness by simply starting a conversation, which I think is absolutely awesome. So, Chloe.
Yes.
Yes. What inspired this project? Apart from the meat.
I was going to say, was Johan your muse for that?
Shout out to Johan, who's actually watching online. This project, I don't know, it was more... We actually noticed the need for the conversations to actually happen and to create a space where people could actually be vulnerable and talk about their journey in mental health. I don't even know if that answers your question, but it was just a need that we saw and we wanted to fill the gap. So, yeah.
So cool. Delina, did you want to add anything onto that?
Yeah, well, the heart behind this project was basically what Chloe said. There goes a lot of people don't talk about their mental health, and we wanted to normalize it because it doesn't get talked about. And I think it's very important as people, and especially as college students, for whatever we go through during our college journey, that it's okay to talk about it, and it's very important. But yeah.
Love that. From what you guys have recorded, because you have a couple of episodes, I know this because I'm your trainer in that class. What's kind of like a favorite or a highlight of one of the stories that you guys covered?
I guess a highlight or one of my favorites is I got a text from back home, and there's problems going on back home, and our podcast has actually encouraged them to push forward, and it's just encouraged them to push forward and talk about their mental health because it's important. And we got another message from someone else, right?
I can read it. I'll find it real quick. Oh yeah. So we had 2 specific ones that we posted, but this is one of them which said, "Your podcast has helped me tremendously through this time and season of my life. It has given me perspective and confidence to push through." And then the second one was, "Thank you for being vulnerable and opening up a space for these conversations. You have encouraged me to take a step forwards, and I'm going to talk to my friends about mental health," which is phenomenal. But yeah.
I have one more. I think also what was really cool was that it was Mental Health Awareness Month. So we actually released both of our podcasts during that month. So I think that was really cool too.
My last question for you guys is, how have you guys seen God move through this whole process? Because you guys are talking about some, real stuff. Raw reality, that's the title of the thing. It's not just Johan holding a raw steak. It's actually about real stuff that you guys are talking about. How have you guys seen God move through those conversations? I want to hear from Delina.
I guess the way that I've seen God move in this project was, I think he brought specific people to us because it's very hard for people to open up about their mental health and actually talk about it, especially on a platform like Spotify. It's going all over the world. So I think he brought special people to us. Yeah, I think that was very important. And I think that's how God used them, and he also used us to talk to people around the world.
And I think as well, just reflecting on that, the ministry that God actually did, he was with the sick, he was healing people, that was his ministry. And so I think speaking to that and seeing that through our project was probably where we found God in it, and just the whole production process of that, laboring over what we actually wanted to bring to light. But yeah.
Shout out to Johan.
Yeah, Johan.
He's watching this, yes.
And also shout out to Julia, who's sitting right there in the middle.
And Julia!
Yeah,
yes.
Julia!
Shout out to Julia's family if they're watching this. Hi.
Austria was our #1 supporter on our podcast, actually.
Where can we find you guys? So tell us where we can find this and podcast and all that.
Yeah, so we have an Instagram page called Raw Reality. I know quite a few college students do follow it. But you can find us there. And then in the bio, we have our link to our Spotify page. And then both the podcasts are there.
Also on Apple Podcasts.
Music.
I have Apple. Yes,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
That.
So awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Can we give
you.
them a round of
Thank you.
applause? And we are now going to go into the analogy of faithfulness.
Yeah.
Let's go.
For me, it just looks like if I good, if I'm bad, he's still gonna be there. And I think I can keep this consistency when I don't feel like I deserve anything. Especially in this season that everything is changing, we can still experience his peace and his joy, and we can choose to every single day to trust him. We can be faithful because at the end he's gonna turn for good.
When I think about that verse, I think of how God was faithful to me when I feel like I'd strayed the furthest away that I had with my lifestyle, and the way that I was thinking was not in line with really what God intended. During that time, my mum had a heart attack, and God looked after her with the miracle of protecting her when she first had it, and then her recovery has been a miracle in itself as well. God was faithful to me in that time because He led me through that to be in the place where I am now, which is a lot better, a lot more God-aligned, even though I was not as faithful to Him at that time.
I've previously gone through an emotionally abusive relationship that God so faithfully brought me out of. The right people to help me heal, to help me find joy and put hope back into my life. One verse that just came to me, Psalm 27:13 and 14, where it talks about waiting on the Lord, having our hope in Him, because He will come, He will be faithful, He will do what He promises. In that season where I was calling out for healing, it was a slow process, but He brought it to me, and He was faithful to me to bring that healing and that comfort.
Honestly, there have been times in my life that I was not faithful, and that's the truth. We are humans, we make mistakes. But even though in my humanity, He still used people around me to show faithfulness and to demonstrate His love through those people. I could see that through my parents' lives or my leaders' lives, and only when you live that, you can understand what that means to you. I could see people praying for me, and because they were faithful in prayer, I could be faithful to what God gave me to do, to who He called me to be. We are part of this body that is the church, and if my eyes don't work properly, I cannot move forward properly. If my legs don't work properly, I cannot walk properly. And that's why I believe that when people are faithful around me, that changes everything in the whole body.
There was a time in my life where I felt God leading me to say yes to something, and it was a trip that would take me to Southeast Asia, where I would spend 3 months learning about what it would be like to be a full-time missionary. I wouldn't be able to see my family or my friends, and I would only be able to talk to them over email for 3 months. And I just graduated high school. I'm the youngest person that was gonna go. It was so uncomfortable for me, but I said yes because I knew I couldn't deny that the Holy Spirit was asking me to do it. Every day there, I saw God's faithfulness, and every day there, I wrote a reason for why I was there. Those 3 months of reasons, 90 reasons, were all 90 reasons that He's faithful and that I've seen His faithfulness.
It actually reminds me of Reckless Love, and the lyrics say, "Oh, the overwhelming reckless love of God. It chases me down, it fights till I'm found, and it leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I couldn't deserve it. Still, He gives His love away." Every season of my life, whether good or bad, I've always seen Him to be chasing me down. And He's always been who I've needed Him to be in every moment. And it's like His character just interchanges itself. And it reminds me that He is I am. He says, I am Father, I am Protector, I am Almighty, I am God, I am.
I'm Susanna, and I'm faithful because He's first faithful to me.
I'm Callum, and I'm faithful because God was first faithful to me.
I'm Lexi, and I'm faithful because God was first faithful to me.
My name is Lucas, and I am faithful because God was first faithful to me.
I'm Caroline, and I'm faithful because God was first faithful to me.
I'm Cess, and I'm faithful because He was first faithful to me.
So good.
Where's my carrots?
Seriously, I had 7 of them. Matteo!
Huh?
Seriously, dude, have you seen my carrots?
I have not. I'm listening to a sermon right now.
Have you seen my carrots? I had them.
I know where to use my shelf, the second one.
But that's my shelf.
I'm so sorry. We can have a look. That's my shelf.
That's my shelf, Matteo.
Hey guys, is that okay if I have a couple of friends come over tonight?
Sure. I won't do that again. Assessments are crazy right now.
Hillsong College documentary, take 1.
So, what I'm trying to say is that I love my flatmates, but we barely know each other, and it's a lot. Also, my food keeps disappearing.
Sometimes we just have to let things go and move on. Nathaniel Wood said, forgiveness would always leave a bigger mark than the wrongdoing ever did. Amen to that. So in the end, Delway and I decided to leave things alone. And it was actually past 9 p.m., which was her bedtime.
Wow, this is a premium village housing. Wow. Oh, what is...
You have no equal, now and forever, God, you reign. Amen. Yours.
I am not doing 13.
Woke up to the sunlight, straining my eyes, my emotions blurred. With the fog in my mind, and my mind is filled with better things. With you by my side, and I can't help but wondering when I look in your eyes. Is this a moment where we both feel it? I'm wondering, is feeling fine when you're near it? That's another thing, don't think that I can move without you. I said it used to feel like I've been knocked dead with a cold body. And you know you set fire.
give it up for our creative directors. How awesome was that? Hey, that last video, shout out to all of our friends that are watching online. That was done by none other than Kevin, one of our students who's studying online in Germany. So he did that all by himself in Germany, which is awesome. Shout out to the Germans.
Shout out to the
Love you
Germans.
guys. Fantastic. All right. Have you been enjoying what we've done so far? This is good stuff, right? It's great.
Going good? Going well?
Yeah. What do we got coming up next?
Well, we actually have a few more testimonies that our second firsts have created, and we also have a film that one of our second seconds have made.
Yeah, awesome, cool. Well, hey, part of when we do showcase and things, we sometimes like to drag up a director and ask them a little bit about it, but we have 15 seconds. So I've got May here really quick.
Hello.
Super quick questions for you because you
go
did
for
direct
it.
one of our films.
Okay.
What's been your favorite part about being a TV student?
My favorite part of being a film student is the community here at Film and TV students. You guys are awesome. You guys are the most hardworking and grittiest students that I know.
That's awesome. What has been your favorite class?
Favorite class, shout out to Trevor Beck, sound design for film. He is so great. That's the class where we get to watch a bunch of movies and dissect the sound behind it and why it makes it feel why it makes
Awesome,
it feel that
cool.
way.
And what do you want to do after college?
Good question. What I want to do after college is be a producer, whether it be for the film industry or the TV industry. I just really love to be behind the scenes and produce films.
Yeah, awesome, cool. Well, there you have it, straight from our director, May.
Thank
A little
you.
get to know. Cool. So we've got 4 films coming up.
Yes. So
We have a documentary from Andrew Hughes
Ooh.
on none other than somebody else who was
Exciting.
previously emceeing here, is sitting in the front row over there.
over there. And then after that we have 10 Seconds by Raven Goad. Ooh.
And we have a testimony from Rosa.
Yes. And then right after that we have Witness by Gladys.
Fantastic. All right, well,
Yes, enjoy.
take it away.
Instead, I ended up being a bank manager at the age of 23. I became a Christian around the age of 24. I had been invited by someone that I actually worked with. After 2 years of them inviting me to go along to church, I eventually was like, yes, okay. A year later, I ended up in Australia. When I went on the plane, I was running away from a lot at home, was essentially walking away from a life where I had an incredible career. Was I making the right decision? 2016 is when the Hillsong channel started up and Pastor Brian announced it on Vision Sunday weekend. I got given this title of the Hillsong College channel producer. And I was sat in a room full of other channel producers who all had their own television programs. And I'm just there, God, what am I doing in this room? I have no knowledge of television whatsoever, but let's just go with it. My mentality in life has always been, how hard can something be? I originally came on staff as a vocal trainer. It was like my favorite thing to do. Felt at that moment, God whispered to me, this is actually what you wanted to do. I wasn't even a Christian when I was a child. And yet God installed things into me, created me in a way that He knew was gonna unravel within my journey. And those dreams that He planted in me as a child unknowingly really did come around in full circle. College approached me about being sponsored. I said yes. Is my visa application had been cancelled? You have 14 days to leave the country. In that moment, I felt the Spirit say no, and I said, do I have any other options? And they said, well, not really. Jumped on a plane to go to New Zealand, and I put in my application for my visa for a working holiday, and I remember it getting approved instantly. Literally, whilst I was still in the airport waiting for my bags to come around on the carousel. When we say yes to something and we are faced with a trial, God often will come through in those things. We can't take life too seriously, but in everything that we do as we walk with God, we need to not want to control our life. Like, the more that we can allow Him to be our guide and to allow us to walk alongside Him, the more that our life will feel like it is a natural ease and a natural grace to it.
We're gonna need time. Nice.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning, Heidi.
How was your run?
It was good. We took off a minute of our time.
Also, random question, but is Anthony still single?
Yeah, why?
You know, I'm just saying this because, you know, we're friends like that, but I think your brother's really cute.
Ew, Heidi, he's my brother. Coming!
Tucker.
Hey, Jess.
Are you okay?
I wish I was here for any other reason. We got a call about a disturbance. When me and Anthony arrived, things went wrong. He was shot.
Officer down!
He was just so close that his vest didn't stop the bullet.
I need backup.
He didn't make it. I'm so sorry. Whenever you're ready.
PD 525. PD 525. Final call for PD 525. PD to all units. Please be advised that Officer Anthony Hoagland is cleared of duty from his final watch. He was taken from this world on the 15th of May, 2018. Anthony's wit and heart are irreplaceable. You will be greatly missed, Bubba. He's gone from this force, but will never be forgotten. Rest easy, Hoagie. Your brothers and sisters in blue have it from here.
Hey, Jess. I realize that it is really soon to ask, but I know how much that 5K meant to you and to Anthony. He was like a brother to me. But I wanted to see if you wanted to run with me for him.
I don't know.
Something that he always told me was, you can handle anything. Anything. For 10 seconds. And if at the end of those 10 seconds, it still seems like too much, just count again. Yeah.
Yeah, he told that to me too. Okay. Let's try.
You ready?
Let's go win this.
Racers to the starting line.
Okay. You can do this. Just count to 10. 1 1,000. 2 1,000. 3 1,000.
You will be greatly missed, Bubba.
4 1,000. 5 1,000.
Tell me.
6 1,000. 7 1,000. 8 1,000. 9 1,000. 10 1,000.
Oh my god.
PD 525. Final call for 525. PD to all units. Please be advised that Officer George Hotchkiss is clear of duty from his final watch. He was taken from this world on February 21st, 2018. George's wit and humor is irreplaceable and will be greatly missed. He is gone from our force, but will never be forgotten. Rest easy, Haji. Your brothers and sisters in blue have it from here.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way.
Once was supposed to name great. Once was supposed to name great. Yeah, that and he felt you farted.
Move it, Uncle George.
All the planes we flew, the things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
I started dancing as a 10-year-old. My sister was dancing, and there was a girl in the older age category who got sick and dropped out. And so my mum was like, Gabby's coordinated, she can do it. In the competition dance world, I was really late to the game. And so you could see that striving and that competitiveness come out in me. First year that I was dancing, I was in the B team and I wasn't even in some of the items. And then I got really upset, worked really, really hard. And the next year I was all A teams. Maybe it wasn't a healthy motivation, but a beautiful thing was birthed out of it. This was May 2017 in a tutorial. The trainer, Daryl Thompson, is talking about his daughter, and I just felt myself so overcome, and I got emotional because I recognized I'd never seen that unconditional father-daughter relationship. My dad has many fine qualities and a lot of questionable ones. He struggled with substance abuse my whole life. My parents divorced when I was about 3, and there were supervised visits. I had a bit of a fallout when I was 13, and it's just always been a little bit rocky. It wasn't until those later teen years that I actually really started to go, oh, this has actually framed a lot of my thinking. It's framed a lot of my relationships, and I need to address that. And so the solo was kind of birthed out of that revelation. But that was a really pivotal moment of actually dancing from a place of victory, even in the process of healing. I was experimenting with styles and with movement that was more sharp, angular, frustrated, versus the usual flowy, pretty, lyrical, contemporary vibe that I usually do. Maybe a year later, I actually heard a story of a girl who watched it, and it affected her own life. Someone sent me a message and they were like, someone just told me about this time that they came to dance performance night in 2017, and the girl who went on first, which was me, they were like, really, really moved her. She just sat there crying, and it actually helped her work through her own healing. It's crazy for me to go, okay, even though this is something that I will continue to heal in, it really signified that God doesn't need you to be perfect and have it all together to use you, and that you are usable and powerful and effective, even in the mess.
Why did he do it? Why would a God have a child go through this? The 23rd of October, when my mum came home, she walked through the gate and I turned to her and I said, Mum, Dad's home. Her first words were, I knew it. Today is my last day. Right in front of the porch where they were, I was sitting there. As soon as my mum fell, my mum's body on the floor. My dad was sitting next to her body and he said, call the ambulance and the police. The therapist was trying to get it through to me that my mum was dead. This is how your life is going to be. I didn't understand what she was saying. In my 8-year-old mind that she was still coming back. We were so used to my mum and dad fighting, like a normal thing. We grew up hearing gunshots. After everything settled down with the court, I was realizing my dad's a murderer. While his plea was temporary insanity, he got probation for 10 years. To live with my father, I think I just went numb. There was no feelings towards him. There was no joy when I saw him. When I was 20, I met my husband. He invited me to church. Mother's Day that year, I gave my heart to the Lord. Something just calmed my soul. I felt God's peace. I was walking with the Lord. I was having a good life. My father was still the last person on my mind. He came to Australia 6 years ago. He came and apologized to every single daughter. I still have it on my Facebook, the best phone call you'll ever get, because somebody just wanted to say thank you. It was the first time my father actually called, the first conversation we actually had. He had an encounter with God that just changed his whole life. Looking at him and seeing the old person he was, that was one of the greatest things God gave me, was to actually see that. It was like God showed me love, like he showed me that there's grace for anybody. He showed people that God is real, that He was actually a walking miracle. If God forgave me, who am I not to forgive him? I think I forgave my father the moment he called and said thank you. Dear Dad, when I was young, I was a daddy's girl. One of my best memories was when the weekends you would take us to Mama's house. We'd just get there and you would leave and I would start crying. They would have to call you and you would have to turn all the way around to come and get me because I wanted to be everywhere you were. As soon as you came back and I hit the back seat of the car, I would be fast asleep. I always wanted to be with you. The last 10 years, I have had the privilege to become your little girl again, but also to become your sister in Christ. These days I really miss you. I miss our conversations about life and the good and bad things, but my fondest memory now is seeing what God was doing in your life and that I had the honor of having a front seat to see how God was blessing you.
Goodness.
That was epic.
There's your one right there.
Oh, I was looking for that one. There you go. Thank you, Gladys, for that incredible video.
Gladys, where are you? Are you here? She's
Gladys?
over
Yes,
there.
yes. That was incredible.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Hey guys, we're at the halfway point. Oh my goodness. And you know what happens when we get to the halfway point? We get a stretch break. So everyone stand up on your feet. You don't get to move anywhere. But Norm doesn't know. Actually, Chip, come join us up here.
Yes.
Come on, Chippo.
Everybody give it up for Chippo!
And I think Chippo's going to lead us in some warm-up stretches. Is that okay? He didn't know I was going to drag him up.
Yeah.
Who loves Chippo? How incredible is he? What do we need to do for some stretching?
My emotions are getting a good stretching tonight.
Yeah. I know, right?
I was just thinking, I'm so glad I don't have to get up after this. Yeah.
And then you got pulled up.
Bud.
You are welcome. That was the Holy Spirit.
Everyone
right
can, this is easy. You can live
we
on
have
my
more
level
music in
of
the wedge?
flexibility.
Music,
yes,
the track,
flexibility.
the wedge.
Touch your toes, right?
Touch toes. All right,
is that a good
everyone,
thing?
let's touch our toes.
You can join me and get halfway to your toes if you want.
I don't think I can touch my toes without stretching my calves too much. All right, we stretched our toes. What's next? Stretched our toes. We stretched our...
Should we do some...
touched our toes.
What? Do some calves?
This
do
one?
some calves?
Okay.
Yeah?
This is stretching the calf.
Ooh, I'm
Good
feeling
old calf
that.
muscle.
I'm feeling that.
We're getting there.
Good form, guys. Good form.
Do we switch it over
Other
to the
leg?
next one? All right.
How good is John Mayer, Chip?
Right.
John Mayer is
Last
great.
train home. Right?
What's the next one?
Oh, I'm so fresh out of ideas. I don't know what this is called, but...
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good...
Inner thigh, you know.
Ow.
Hip
That's a
flexor
good one.
stretch,
That
something
is
like that.
sore. Anyone else in pain?
I should be stretching
Swap
this.
sides.
Anyone else in pain? A few of us? Okay, Leah Daddy is in pain.
By the way, sorry.
That is good. All right, this is my personal favorite. Okay, everyone is going to sprint on the spot for 10 seconds. And then we're going to spin around 5 times to the left, 5 times to the right, just to undo it, and then we're going to sit down. Is that cool? Did everyone get that? So we're going to sprint for 10 seconds, spin to the left 5 times, spin to the right 5 times, and then we're going to get back into it. But before we get back into it, what is coming up next? Chippo, do you want to read it for us?
Wait, where are we?
This one here.
It's about to get real. So, do I just say the name?
Fragrance of Heaven.
Fragrance of Heaven.
Yep.
From possibly the top class in the room.
Top class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Debatable. No. Okay.
It's not debatable.
It's
not debatable,
You are
bro.
the best class.
I will debate it.
It's definitely the best core. Yeah.
Best core. Okay.
All right.
Then this one.
Psalm 139.
And then we moved it around a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So then we're gonna do this one.
2.
And let me tell you this, guys. We don't have a dance stream this semester, right? Sad face, because we are on pause with the dance stream. But our incredible dancers have actually been creating content this entire semester. So what's really awesome is we are actually going to get to see one of those videos in the next section of our dancers. How incredible is that? That is absolutely amazing. So we're going to get to see that. And then we're going to go to here. And we're going to have an interview for...
Yeah, like I said,
Interview for who?
Forefront News.
Yes.
Forefront News is coming up. Okay, so is everyone ready to sprint? Can we have better music than John Mayer?
That's a trick question. It's a trick question.
Is that a trick question?
Yeah.
I was like,
Let's have something upbeat. All right, ready? Everyone sprint on the spot for 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spin to the left 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're good. Let's go.
Identity. Intimacy. Embraced in the arms of a loved one. Home. Painted skies and fierce oceans. Moments that take your breath away. Whispered prayers echoed from one heart to another. A scent that sparks a memory. Inhale the good. Exhale the bad.
Have you ever dreamed of a world where we could see things for what they truly are? Where the imperfections unveil the poetry within a masterpiece, bursting at the seams to an undefined and boundless beauty. Because everything is beautiful.
Acceptance. We all crave it. Love. Our hearts ache for it. And when we find that it is love and only love that remains, our hearts beat as one. We find our place in the rhythm of the universe, orchestrated for us before the beginning of time, where humanity shares its innate longing for an eternal home. As the dreamer awakens the purest imagination, birthed in the night, sung in the morning.
Cloud watching,
stargazing,
moonlight dancing. Irresistible.
Wild at heart, free. A glimpse of heaven on earth, a fresh wind, a fragrance of heaven.
Sweetheart, you look a little tired. When did you last eat? Come in and make yourself right at home. Stay as long as you need. Tell me is something wrong. If something's wrong, you can count on me. You know, take my heart clean apart if it helps yours beat. It's okay if you can't find the words. Let me take your coat and this weight off of your shoulders. Like a force to be reckoned with, a mighty ocean or a gentle kiss. I will love you with every single thing I have. Like a tidal wave will make a mess, or calm waters if that serves you best. I will love you without any strings attached. It's okay if you can't catch your breath. You can take the oxygen straight out of my own chest. Like a tidal wave will make a mess, or calm waters if that serves you best. I will love you without any strings attached. I will love you without a single string attached.
We are Forefront News. We aim to bring the news through the lens of the good news. As Christ's body, we are called to be his hands and feet, so we share the news that shows just how we can and are living up to that call. Our mission is to be on a mission to extend the hope, faith, and love of Christ to a world that needs it now more than ever.
Wow, wow, wow. We are.
Forefront News.
Forefront News.
Does anyone know that voice? That is just like the best voiceover ever. So cool.
Thank you.
How good was that intro video, guys?
So good. So good. Look at that. Look
So
at that. Look at
good.
that.
Hello, Austin and Christabel.
Hey.
Welcome. It's nice to see that you dressed for the occasion alongside
I dressed for
Austin.
the occasion. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
sorry, guys.
I have a desperate need for attention, so that's why.
I didn't get the memo.
I didn't even give him the memo, so yeah.
Hey, we have a couple of minutes, and we're just going to take some time to talk through your project with everyone that is here. And that is what we just saw up on the screen there, which is our Forefront News. Now, The Incredible Says has sent me through a little bit of an overview of what this is, but what you guys have said is Forefront News seeks to share the news through the lens of the good news, which I think is absolutely incredible. So tell us a little bit, first off, like the heart for this project. Where did it come from?
Well, about a year ago, in the midst of COVID, I had a conversation with John Cavallaro, and he was just talking. He's one of the film and TV trainers. He's actually just finished teaching here onto new things. But he and I were just talking, and he was talking to our class about how the news can be quite depressing. And I think it's awesome that the last group that you interviewed was talking about the importance of acknowledging mental health. And what we seek to do, and the heart behind this, is the fact that we want to actually tell the news through a lens of hope, trying to equip people to be Christ's hands and feet in a world that desperately needs it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add, for me, Forefront News was birth in the desire of connection. I think that's one of the things that we have lacked in this season, and that's one of my desires, and I've been praying for that. God, how can I be more connected to people and to this world? And I think sometimes we don't know what's going on in the world, so that's why Forefront News is for, to connect people and to help each other and to create that sense of community that we care for one another. So, yep.
Love it, love it. You guys, I teach your class, so I know a little bit about this.
Thank you.
You guys not only have made this video, but you talked to me a little bit about not just keeping it to this one video. You actually want to take it further. Can you talk a little bit about that and what that might look like? Yeah.
For sure. So essentially what you are seeing behind me on the screen is essentially 3 different options for the way we want to like hopefully tell stories. The idea was never that it just stops as a creative director project, and this was such a God thing that God has even allowed this project to become what it is. But our hope is really to actually present this hopefully to Hillsong channel or to churches as a whole, because we really think that the church is the most equipped to help tell the news through the lens of hope. Because you guys right there in front of me, you have the stories. You're living out some of these situations. In fact, one of the first ones that you saw, granted you didn't get to hear it, but we'll be sharing the YouTube video, and you will be able to. But it actually came from one of the girls in our group, Jen Dryman. She interviewed a girl in her own in Bangalore, India, and how she's been experiencing COVID during this time, and how she's found hope in the midst of these circumstances. So. We just believe that there's going to continue to be those stories, and instead of just kind of walking away from the news feeling depressed and like, what can I do? We want you to know that you actually have a place. God wants you to be the hands and feet. You have a place, and this is to help equip you, hopefully, to share your story and the stories of others.
I just wanted to mention, I've always had that idea of news being something bad that you turn off. Every time I hear my mom talking about the news, she doesn't want to, turn the channel and look at the news because everything is bad. But what a great opportunity the church has to spread the good news of the gospel, and also to create a platform where people can actually contribute and be the hands and feet of Jesus through a platform like this. But yeah, very exciting project, and I hope we keep going forward with it. Yeah.
Love that so much. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing project, and we are excited to see what is to come from it. So big, massive thanks for chatting to us.
Thank you.
Give them a round of applause. And we are now going to invite the incredible Caleb and May to come up and tell us what is happening next with our film and television.
Thank you, Kaylee and Norm.
That was fun.
That was good. That was so good. Love the idea, too.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so we have just one last section of films from our film and TV students.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a film and TV student with us right now, can you stand for a moment?
Yes, please
just so we
stand,
see
all
who you
film
are.
and TV students.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
The rest of them are all hiding backstage behind the scenes making this happen.
Shout
so
out
thank
to
you
people
to
in the
all of you in the
control
camera
room.
watching that back.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, what do we have coming up next?
Ooh, well, we have our last set of films. I hope you guys are enjoying this right now. Are you guys really enjoying it? So we have another documentary by Jack Kelly interviewing
Darren and Natasha Omir. Tash is one of our staff members here.
Yes.
Tash.
Where is she?
Where
Tash.
were you? There you are. Awesome.
Yes, and then we also have Racing Time by Samuel Zerger. Mr. Director Man.
Now, there's something kind of unique about this film that's sort of tied to something else we previously saw a little bit, right?
So make sure
Can we
you guys
share what that is?
I don't know, can we? Director Sam, do we have your approval? Oh, it's your film. What do you mean why am I looking at you? Okay. Well, his inspiration for this short film was he really wanted to intertwine all of the second short films. So keep your Easter egg eyes out, because you might notice some characters from another short film shown earlier.
Yeah.
So.
And then we have a documentary from Mateos
Ooh.
Santos.
Woo! Yes, Mateus.
And last but very not least,
We have Every Second by Bless K.
So without further ado, let's give it a round of applause for our last film and TV films of the night.
Yeah, enjoy.
Take it away.
I never thought I would ever visit Australia. It wasn't even on my bucket list. My husband Darren and I, we've been living in Dubai for about 6 years, and I was the only family member that hadn't been to Australia. When we had the opportunity to actually come over to visit Taylor, who is Darren's cousin, her 21st, that was our first experience together as a couple to come to Australia. We landed in Sydney, so we went over to Darren's aunt and uncle's house. The very next day, we went out to Manly, and then there was this hill that actually overlooks the Manly beach. As we walked towards the tip of this hill, just to see that beautiful view, we both felt a whisper in our hearts. We saw a future. We met a beautiful lady who was at night school here at Hillsong. She came to pick us up for the 6 p.m. service. Darren and I walked in there. What captured our hearts was the freedom. Thousands of young people just worshiping our Father. Peter Tuggs was preaching. The title of his message was Dare to Move. That was a word that was just in our spirit. We honestly felt, leaving Sydney in 2018 on that trip, that God wanted us here. Our biggest concern was the provision. For a couple, it is a little bit more expensive because you have so much more to outlay. So we were separated for 6 months. At that time, we've never been a day apart. Every step of the way, God reassured us that He is with us. God actually provided for 2 years for me, just in 6 months. Darren came over for conference in 2019, and he found a job which sponsored him to be here. I'm so grateful for a God that loves me. I'm so grateful that God has actually placed me in this beautiful community, and that He dreams something more than what I could have ever imagined. And I'm grateful for people in my life, leaders in my life who could see potential in me and took a risk of bringing me part of the family and their family at Hillsong. I love what I do. And I feel very blessed and very privileged to be here.
I told you.
I know.
I told you should have brought one.
I know. I know.
Like yesterday night.
You always tell me.
And it ends up being right. Alright, for the night.
Yeah.
We're going to Genesis.
Yeah.
Do we have to bring anything? Or is
No, she's making tuna.
you know, and I bet she knows that I don't.
Oh, you just didn't have the good stuff yet.
Well, does she have the good stuff? Because
Yeah.
people keep telling me
We're
I
going to
didn't have
Janice.
the good stuff.
True. Oh, wait. That's Janice.
If it's tuna, swear.
What happened? Is she okay?
What you doing?
Funeral. Dead girlfriend.
Death. Interesting, isn't it? When someone dies, they have nothing they take with them. It's very interesting.
Sorry. Who are you?
You can call me C. I'm merely here to pay my respects, Logan. Hey! Careful with that. You have no idea what kind of impact you may have. Don't! Be careful with that. You have no idea what kind of impact you may have. Hey, don't! Careful with that. You have no
idea what kind of impact I could have.
Exactly.
Okay. So, I'll just go back a little bit. Here we go. Well, a bit more than that, I guess.
Hey, sweetie. Ooh, eating a bowl of cereal, I see. Oh, before I forget, your dad wants to have dinner tonight to celebrate your winning tournament. Any places you want to go to?
Dad. Isn't, Dad's still alive.
Of course he is. He's on his way back from work right now. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's gonna be okay.
Whoa! Yeah! I see Officer Jenkins running his little heart out. It was not
running all the
pretty.
time with my brother.
I was there too. God, I miss him. But anyway, his
I'm a shitty
pants,
runner.
they just fall off. Hey, this moon had craters. He passed out.
care.
I care. Let me finish my story. It's hilarious because
You don't know
he
it.
passed out. He passed out.
Yeah, well, my brother passed on. You were there. You could have stopped
It
it.
happens sometimes, and you have to be okay with it.
What the hell? What are you talking
It's
about?
my job
Yeah,
to-
of course you don't care about death because you let it happen.
Wait, Anthony died?
He did.
It's okay. That's why I drink.
I drink because of his death.
Here? This kind of sucks.
Oh shit. Nah.
Give me the time hopper!
Nah.
There we go. You know what? You've created a bigger mess than when my brother broke someone out of time prison. You've created multiple realities with whatever the hell you did jumping around time, and I have been commissioned to fixing them and stopping you from shaking time like a newborn baby.
What? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it would if you were smarter. Okay, let me see this. This is about your girl, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, then that should do it. Have fun.
Wait, what are you... Quinn!
Ambulance, she's still breathing. She's still alive.
Still asleep, even after a whole week.
Ugh. Love. Disgusting. What's up? How's she doing?
Good? Bad? Bad?
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? Okay. It's okay. I have more. No? Okay.
What are you doing here? And where's the other girl? Patient, you know? People who are actually sick.
I'm actually sick. Thank you very much. And I wouldn't miss this for the world. Come on, you finally reuniting with your love?
Thank you.
Of course. And also, it's my job to make sure you don't have the time hopper. Good. Anyways, I made this meme.
Great.
It's of how much you suck.
Hey.
Hey. Who are you? Where? Who am I? Who are you?
Time is such a funny thing when you're not on my mind. The days feel longer, the night seems darker. The stars don't look as bright. Ooh, time.
You only live once, so make the most of your life. If you hate your job and you go there every day, that's kind of like going to prison every day. Probably first started getting into art just in school, like high school. I remember just doodling in the textbooks, not really listening in class, just doodling. Yeah, I went to uni, studied economics. I was always doodling, and then I got a job in financial planning. I remember every lunch I would draw. I was in the day job, not going anywhere, my finance job, so doing art was kind of a step in a direction I wanted to go. I just wanted to have a job I liked. Trying to replace the income of a normal 9-to-5 job with art income, but that's a challenge every artist faces. It's pretty hard to believe that you can do that. My plan was just to put art on t-shirts and then go to the markets and sell it, and it worked. 2012, that's when I had my first art show at Cronulla here, just a little art gallery run by some surfers, and then started taking my art more seriously and, started putting my art on a blog, and one thing led to another. But when you're doing art, there needs to be intention behind it. What's the purpose of it? I like people to look at my art and feel happy.
No, Jaden. It's time to wake up. Come on, Jaden. You can do this.
Okay. I can do this. What happened to the water? Come on. What's wrong with the water? Who's this so early in the morning? I'm coming.
Hello, did someone call for a plumber?
I didn't call plumbing. My shower stopped working and I had a knock, and it was you.
Yeah, so I've got my tools here with me. Would you like me to come in and take a look?
Yes, please come in.
All right.
What just happened? Sometimes something ridiculous happens. And it doesn't make sense. No. Sometimes it does.
Don't worry, Jaden. I'll help you solve your problems.
Hello? How are you? Hello? I'm here.
Yes, Angel, I can see that. I'm just occupied right now.
No, you're not. You're not doing anything right now.
Yes, I am. I'm spending time with Jaden. This is important to me.
I don't get it. Why do you always spend so much attention on Jaden?
Because I love him. I have time for you too, but right now I'm with Jaden.
Okay. You'll see.
Finally. Okay. What is this? Is that bird poo? Oh, no.
Nah. I told you so. It's not over yet.
Jaden, careful.
Hey, Jaden!
Oh, hey, Rick!
Oh, my father. Jaden, are you okay? Angel, you can't keep doing this. This has got to stop. Jaden. Angel, why? Why would you do this to Jaden?
I want to be loved. You made me too.
I did, and you are. So how about we protect Jaden together?
Really? I can do that?
Of course you can.
Okay.
So I'm gonna heal him, and let's start over.
It's been such a long day.
I enjoyed watching over you, Jaden.
Oh, sorry, Jaden. My bad. But hey, I'm your angel now.
Thank you, Jesus. You've been with me all day. Every minute and every second. And I love you.
I love you too. Good night, Jaden. That's the kind of the antagonist.
Have you heard of the one called Savior? Have you heard of his perfect love? Have Have you heard of the one in heaven? Have you heard how he gave his son? 'Cause I have found this love.
That was incredible. That was incredible.
That was so good.
Kaylee, I have this theory.
Yeah, what's your theory?
Just a theory.
Go.
So we have.
Do you know you left your thing still up here?
Oh, it's still here.
Yeah,
I'll take it away. I'll take it away. So, racing time.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
And time.
Yeah.
Okay. I have two theories. Okay,
Yep.
two theories.
Okay, two theories.
My first theory is you guys are all huge Christopher Nolan fans because of the whole time.
Good theory.
Type of thing. Yeah.
Good theory.
The second one is it's some sort of like shared cinematic universe that you guys have created.
Yes,
So I'm just
I see it. Do you know what? Actually, if we think about it, Sam Zerga, I think that Loki Marvel may have stolen your idea because
There you go.
You know, if anyone got to see it last week, Wednesday, pretty similar. And I'm pretty sure you started the start of the semester earlier than they started filming, right? Yeah, you did, 100%.
Okay, guys.
The next episode comes out.
The next epised is out. So
Is out. Oh my goodness. And do you know what? We have 20 minutes left.
Oh yeah. Yep.
We have 20 minutes left. And then we're all going to go watch the next episode of
What's
Loki.
coming up next, Kaylee?
I have no idea what is coming up
I
next.
was hoping that you would.
Oh, do you know what? We actually, guys, is there any creative directors in the room? Just stand up if you're in the room.
Third year creative director crew.
Our creative director crew that are represented here. Really massive well done, guys. We are into our final section. So the last 20 minutes, sad face of the night, which is kind of upsetting, but hey, we made it, and we have some really awesome final projects for you guys to see. Really excited for you guys to watch them all. We have first up a really cool Instagram movement. So make sure you get your phones out because you're going to need that so that you can snap the QR code at the end. And we are going to be looking at toxic masculinity, which is a very, very interesting subject. Yes. Ooh, that's exciting. Then we have a short film, which actually is, I don't want to say my favorite because I don't have favorites, okay?
Sure.
But if I did have a favorite, I would say that this short film, creative director-wise, these guys have done a phenomenal job watching this. And I'm not going to spoil it, but we do have an incredible video by Jackson Weeby and his crew, which is really awesome. And then we have something a little bit funny for you guys, which we hope that you like. And then we will see you back here in approximately 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yes.
10 minutes, and we'll be doing an interview.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
People that we knew, they needed to have a healthy conversation around this topic, and we're so happy that we get to do that through this Instagram page. And will you join us in saying no to machismo, and will you instead choose to say machismo?
Perth and 19 in Brisbane. A moderate southerly change will spread over the southern and western interior. New South Wales mostly sunny in the far west, but rain and isolated thunderstorms across the rest of the state. They'll impact the northeast. The forecast 22 millimetres and heat.
Caleb.
So, Caleb, I've invited you in here today to discuss your recent performance, and let's just say that it's been pretty wacky. Go ahead and cut ties, and want to wish you the best of luck, and get started.
Hey.
Who's this?
It's time to wake up. I spoke you into existence. I made you in my likeness. From the moment you step out of bed, my heart leaps with joy at the sight of you awakening. I am with you every step of the way, in the ordinary, in the everyday. Incessantly distractions will come. Loud voices that will tell you who you are, and what you should be, generously handing out worry and fear, inviting you into comparison, killjoys, robbers of peace, placing labels, determining value, deciding your worth, shouting that you're not worthy, regulating your levels of importance, making you believe that you are undeserving. Loud, lying voices, deafening the sound of my beckoning, reducing it to a whisper. My still, small voice, driven by my fervent love, will never give up. I will never give up from reaching out. I will never give up on you. With groanings too deep for words, my heart cries out to you as I witness the lies, viciously attacking my most prized and valuable creation. You are mine. You were my idea. I know everything about you. Before you think, I know. Before you speak, I know. Before you act, I know. The dreams that you dreamt, the ones you hope for, the ones you forget, I know them all. I hold them all. To what shall I compare the wonder of you? Not to the most scattering fiery hues of sunsets, nor the most thunderous waterfalls, nor the queen of the garden herself, the rose. The most marvelous and awe-inspiring creation that I have ever thought of is you. I see you and I find joy. I see you and I feel delight. I see you and I am pleased, well pleased. Do you want to know your worth? I'll tell you. You were worth creating. You were worth the thrill I felt as your lungs welcomed your first breath. You were worth the ache I felt from the rupture of our bond. You were worth the sorrow I felt as you succumbed to the schemes of the enemy. You were worth the love I felt when I chose to send my begotten son. You were worth the agony on the cross as he bore your sins. You were worth it all. You are worthy of love, for you are my child. You are worthy.
ID.
I forgot my ID. Now I can't go to class. My attendance is low. I don't know if I'll pass. My attendance is low. Now I'm down on the floor. I forgot my ID. Now I can't go to class. My attendance is low. I don't know if I'll pass. My attendance is low. Now I'm down on the floor. Why do I do this every time? Why can't I ever fall in line? I really wanna go to school, but now I don't know what to do. I just need my ID. I just need my ID. Someone bring it to me.
Bro, I actually feel really good about Ruth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know, I just feel like things are really kicking off. She laughs at like all my jokes.
What gives you the sun?
Oh. That's what, bro, that's her. I gotta take this. Take me to see the chapel.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I a joke to you? She doesn't know who you are. Now I have to leave this room, or I'll have to sit so far, so cold. I don't wanna be in the cold, but you left me here all alone. I really thought that you were my bro.
Bro, did you see?
See what?
Bro, everyone passed, bro. Everyone got a competent.
That big assessment?
Bro, the one in Robert's class?
Yeah.
Everyone got a competent, bro.
Oh.
Check your portal.
Oh
Go
my god,
now.
oh my god, oh my god.
Guaranteed passage. Unlucky.
Hey, how you doing? I'm not okay, I got in NYC, but who am I fooling? 'Cause I'm really dumb and I'm not having fun. I hope I can graduate, 'cause if I don't, I have nowhere to go. I thought I did really great, but maybe I just don't have what it takes. And sometimes I'm just in a rush, and I don't wanna study much. It makes my head go numb. Yeah, sometimes I just wanna be somewhere that I'm happy, but today I got an NYC. So why can't I ever be competent? Yeah, why can't I ever be competent?
So cool. Well done, guys.
I don't know. It's like the trainer likes memes. I don't know what
Where should we sit on this one? Where, you want to just sit there?
No.
Where do you want to go?
I reckon you take that end, and I take this
and I'll
end.
take this
there you
end.
go. Yeah.
All right, sounds
Gotta
good.
switch it up every time.
Says who's coming up for this one? Paula and...
Oh, yes.
Paula and Gabby.
Yes.
If you guys want to come up wherever you are. We are into our final two. Oh my goodness. Hey girls, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. You guys are looking very stylish.
Thank you.
You guys definitely dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
Unlike Christabel.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just so excited. Okay, I'm just so excited because Paula is getting married soon.
She is.
I'm just so excited.
Is Andrew here?
Yeah.
Hey,
Andrew.
hey. I'm so excited.
She is.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Anyway, we should probably talk about what we're
Yes,
actually here to talk about, because we have Loki coming on?
Yes,
Yeah,
I have to catch up on
Not that
those,
we're in
so
a
yes.
rush. Art is good. So I think we're going to have some images come up on the screen potentially, or some visuals that come up. But you guys, summary. All right. Do you want to actually, Norm, you read the summary?
Before I ask the question, do you guys also take creativity and the arts?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was just wondering Okay, tell us about what this is. And
Can you read the summary out? That's
you want me to read?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's under the bit that says A, summary.
Yes, okay. Basically, the summary says understanding creativity through the eyes of different people. So how is that outworked in this thing? Yeah.
Yes, so we did a magazine. We thought we'd switch it up. The easiest option for us would have been to do a dance film because it was a bunch of dancers and film and TV people together. But we thought let's switch it up, and we all interviewed different people in our lives. Even like some of us in the group got interviewed as well, which is kind of funny. Lol.
Hey.
Anyway.
I know her.
Yes. And the main thing was to just get different people from different fields. So have musicians, dancers, photographers, a little bit of everything, just to see what their like thoughts on creativity was.
So cool. Why? Okay, so you said obviously it would be easy for you to like do a dance because you were all dancers in the group. Paula, I didn't know you dance.
No, a dance film.
A dance film because you were the film. Okay,
I thought Paula
get it.
was the dancer.
I thought you were.
She can dance.
She can dance. I have seen her salsa. She'll be salsaing on her wedding. So why a magazine? What was the actual inspiration?
I think we got an agreement, like, okay, we want to do something different, and we wanted like to do something out of our comfort zone. So we decided, well, okay, we can do a magazine and bring ideas, and we wanted like to, like, for example, Gabby said like, my comfort zone was dancing, but she went out of her comfort zone and like we interview and we try to make it more like we want people to be able to have it, you know, like a space where you can speak. Obviously, as a creative, you can do many things, but sometimes it's deeper when you write things and try to communicate things. So we wanted to be like, let them be more deep in what they do, like go deep on what they do. So yeah, I think was the main point, going out of our comfort zone. Yeah.
So beautiful. So what were some of, maybe Gabby or Paula, either of you can share, but what were some of the God moments for you in the creative process of this project?
I think for me, I actually interviewed my mum because she's a creative queen. I didn't realize how much she's actually done. Like she's been a makeup artist, a graphic designer, now she's doing like interior design. So she's done so much. Just like hearing about my mum's creative background, but as well as like interviewing myself and actually like understanding why I actually do what I do. Like when people ask, I'm like, oh, I'm a dancer. But actually having to write like 3 sentences on why I actually do that was just kind of like a explosion in my brain for me.
So if people wanted to read your magazine, how can they find it? Where can they find it? Give us all the information because we want to read it all.
We want to print it, so
Yep.
we want to make it like, we want to print it in a nice material because we really like the idea of like magazines, not online. Well, we have it online here, but we really appreciate the idea of like printing paper. So we want like to be able to print it and like, but we do need to do online, so we will do online. But our main purpose is printing it. So if you want it, Gabby can send it to you.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. How about we do a deal with the studios and we get a link put up on the studio's Instagram so that everyone can click on there and then read it. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right, we're going to do that.
Look at that.
So good. All right, well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
Wonderful project. Really, really well done. I think we're going to have our incredible stage team.
All right, guys,
You guys can come and grab these. We have one more. Oh, my goodness.
One last video.
Can everyone say one more?
One more time.
One more time. Yeah, I was right there with you. Hey, but before we go into that, we want to say a massive thank you, first and foremost, to everyone who has taken the time to be here and share in the creativity that both our third years, second years, and first years have all put into this semester. What else do we want to say?
really well done, guys. Like, this was an amazing showcase.
100%.
The videos were absolutely incredible. We even had like a shared cinematic universe, so I'm
Can everyone
all
just
about
give a
that.
round of applause to each other
All about that.
right now?
All about that. And so, yeah, we wanted to leave you guys.
We're going to leave you guys with the final video, which is a music video of an original song by one of our incredible third years, who is Bianca. You guys may have heard it slightly before. But outside of that, we want to say enjoy the rest of your intensives. Enjoy Heart for the House on Sunday because it is going to be absolutely incredible.
Heart for the House. Sorry. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. And that's it.
And that's it.
And enjoy Loki. But
Yes.
first and foremost, enjoy time.
Debrief later.
Thank you, guys.
Time is such a